Okay, guys, it's time for an intervention on your nasty, stinky, disgusting training gear. You know it smells like shit. So let's fix your shit. Hex Performance makes advanced laundry detergent, gear wash, and gear spray that gets the stink out. It was started by a pro athlete, so they know sweat and they know modern athletic fabrics. But it doesn't stop at just sportswear. You can clean everything from your gear bag to your towels, your walking around clothes. You can spray it on your car seats. This stuff is legit and it smells amazing. Go to hexperformance.com and use the code MATTHERAPY20 for 20% off. I promise you will thank us for it. And now...
What up, everybody? It is time for Mat Therapy. Today, actually tonight, it's very late at night, but the very cool Illuminator has us at her house. It's about 11 o'clock at night, and she is very graciously hosting us at her house in San Diego, California. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries. Thanks for letting us come by so late.
It's fine.
You know,
I feel bad for you guys because you have to make the drive.
Hey, you know,
I have a
it's
bed
worth it.
if you got, in
Thank you.
the
If we
living
need to
room
nap.
if you guys want to take a nap.
If we get too tired, see, now we know we can come train.
No,
we
yeah,
can take
for
a
real.
nap.
Like everyone, I
Yeah?
tell everybody to come stay with me if they are from out of town. They come because the gym is 2 blocks away.
10th Planet San Diego is
Literally,
like right there.
literally. walking
Like a
distance.
stone's
Yeah.
throw. Yeah.
So
Did
that was
you
part of the reason
do that
why
on
I got a
purpose?
bed. No, I actually moved in here before I even joined the gym.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
just convenient.
So you're like, thanks, Boogie, for.
You're like, hey,
opening
there's
the
a gym.
Yeah.
I'm in.
near me.
Cool.
And then I got a bed for out of town guests and
You're
Train-
so-
for the traincationers.
yeah, big couch.
So nice of you. Very aloha spirit of you.
Yes, too much aloha. That's what we say.
Okay, so let's catch everybody up in case I can't imagine anybody who listens to our podcast doesn't know what's up. But in case anybody doesn't know, you are the inaugural woman in combat jiu jitsu in EBI.
Yes, that
How
is
badass
true.
is that?
Dude, it's crazy. I like now that I think about it, I am representing 10th Planet.
Yeah,
this is
completely.
like I'm representing the whole
Like what
foundation
we
of
do.
EBI.
Yeah.
Like the whole point of EBI. It's on me now that
No pressure.
just for the
No pressure.
I mean, at least it's for the combat jiu-jitsu portion, but that still in itself is like we're making history. So
For sure.
now I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm just representing every fucking 10th Planet out there. Cool. So yeah, no
Well, I'll be
pressure,
screaming
though.
really loud. And It
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah.
And we will get to EBI, but how did you find yourself here, an MMA fighter, Bellator, one of Bellator's rock stars from Hawaii? Like, how did that? How did you make that journey?
So basically, I moved right after I graduated high school. I moved to San Diego. I was born and raised in Hawaii. Moved out here for college. I went to San Diego State, which is right up the hill. So that's why I've always stayed in this vicinity.
Okay.
And I did my bachelor's and my master's at San Diego State. And basically, I had a summer off where I didn't have to take any summer school. It was in between my bachelor's and master's. And I was like, well, you know, I should probably get back into shape. And again, I was always in this vicinity. I worked at this restaurant right down the road. So then I was like, you know, I'm going to stop by that gym. It looked like a little podunk gym with like a little rickety sign outside. I was like, MMA, boxing, jiu-jitsu.
We
Oh,
punch
that's cute.
people.
Yeah, I'll walk in there. So I did, and it turned out to be the home of Liz Carmouche, and I had no idea who that was.
I was going to say, were you a fan?
No, I like barely started watching MMA. I only started watching MMA when I joined the gym, pretty much.
Oh my
So
God.
I didn't know who she was.
She's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And at that point, she had already fought Ronda Rousey, so she's like out
Wait,
there.
you're
you know?
a baby MMA fighter?
I'm so baby.
Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you have any history in growing
Fighting?
up in any sort of martial arts?
So wrestling, that
Okay.
was my foundation.
Okay.
I've been wrestling since about 3rd, 4th grade. I
Okay.
wrestled throughout high school. So yeah, that was my foundation. But I always tell everyone that I went to private school my whole life, and I was a super good private school girl because my dad was a teacher at school, and so there was like
So you always had an eye on you.
yeah, and there was a zero tolerance policy for violence. So I never got into a fight. Even my sisters, we never got physical at all. So I literally threw my first punch up here in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah.
But wrestling, is there a
amazing.
big wrestling community in Hawaii?
In Hawaii, I guess there's like a big girls community. Like
That's cool.
Yeah. So when I tell people I wrestled, they're like, "Oh, that's great." You know, I'm like, actually, we wrestled girls because we had our own league. So it's not like
Oh, wow.
That's badass.
girls up here that have to wrestle dudes.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah. So
girls
we
are
had-
badass.
yeah,
That sounds kind of cool.
But we had a big girls team, so yeah, that's what I did. But when I joined SDCA / 10 Planet San Diego, I literally only joined just to get into shape because I got bigger in college, and so I just was like, yeah, it sounds more fun than going on a treadmill. So
That's why
I joined.
That's exactly why
Yeah.
she joined. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What were your studies in up at San Diego State?
So I did my undergrad in anthropology, cultural anthropology, and then I did my master's in liberal studies with a focus on indigenous issues. So
Wow.
the point, I wanted to be a teacher, a social studies teacher. And then once I finished, so
Then you started punching people in the face.
yeah,
You're like, this is awesome.
So much better.
my entire amateur career was when I was in graduate school. And then when I finished grad school, I finished it a semester early, so I had a semester off. So I'm like, I'm just going to train and, do a couple fights, whatever's. And then that's when Bellator called. So it was...
Wait, you were still, by the time that Bellator called, you were still kind of like,
This is just a little
check it
hobby
out.
kind of thing.
Dude, I was still like that up until like 2 fights ago with Bellator.
Shut up.
Like,
Are you serious?
yeah, I was
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm just going
I
to see
guess
how
I
it
should take it a
goes.
little more serious.
Yeah.
I remember I don't remember when you joined, but I remember when I started hearing about you. They were like, oh, you guys, there's this girl down there, she's a badass. And like I was hearing the rumblings up the grapevine.
Yeah, it's really crazy because I never thought that this would be my life. Like 4 years, I've been doing this for 4 years now, was when
Yeah.
I joined the gym. And my life was, even when I was with the gym, ask anyone there, like when I joined the gym, I had a very serious boyfriend at that time who I was like, I'm going to marry this guy. Like, this is the one.
This is your future.
Really?
This is my future. I'm going to be a fucking housewife.
I'm gonna
like,
teach and I'm gonna.
yeah, I'm going to be a stay-at-home housewife, whatever, you
Uh-huh.
know. And then, and he was the one that actually paid for my gym membership. So, 'cause it was like
Thanks for that.
it was his present, yeah, or like his grad present to me. So, like, shout out AB, you know who you are. Thanks for getting me into this. Because honestly, I probably would have
well
joined had not.
My ex-boyfriend is the one that got me into jiu-jitsu too. All
See?
right, so go
There
ahead.
it is. What was it that made you fall in love with the sport? Are you in love with the sport?
Oh my god, I thought you said this boy. I was like, what?
The sport.
The sport.
Enunciate.
Like in the beginning, it was more of the. This is gonna sound kind of bad, but like I really did like the glory and the attention I was getting,
okay.
and like just winning and making everyone happy and proud. But now it's like it's turned into so much more than that. It's turned into like my family, like this is why I do it. I do it for them. I consider everybody at the gym my family, and so yeah, I think it's definitely evolved as my journey has progressed. Like so has, the reason why I continue to do it.
Yeah. How does your family, because, you
that's
said
a
you
good-
grew up in a very academic
Yeah.
household, violence wasn't,
Yeah.
how do they feel about you being a fighter?
So they were actually like, yeah, we all went to private school, but we were all athletes. Like my dad was an incredible athlete, like Hall of Fame at my alma mater.
Wrestling?
No, he was actually football, basketball, track.
Cool.
And then, like my sister went to college on a basketball scholarship. Like we were all very athletic growing up. And so it didn't really surprise, but it was crazy because I was kind of the black sheep. Everyone else did basketball, volleyball, whatever. And I was one, I was like, I'm going to wrestle. So I was kind of the black sheep. So in a sense, it didn't surprise them when I did get into it. But I did call my parents when I got the call from Bellator because, they helped put me through college. And so I was like, hey guys, I know I'm supposed to get a big girl job.
Remember that master's degree?
Yeah. Yeah.
over here.
I was like, but is it okay if I try fighting for a little bit? And at that point, they had come to a couple of my amateur fights, so they knew that I was like doing this. And they were totally cool with it. And they said, might as well do it now while you're young and able-bodied. And, like,
For sure, because you can teach in your 50s, but you can't fight in your
Exactly.
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they were super supportive. And now, And it's so cute because my mom was kind of like probably the biggest, what's the word? Is it opponent of? Yeah, like my mom was the one that was like, "What? Why did we send you to college?
You should really think about this.
Yes,
this
yeah.
isn't the-
And she didn't want to watch any of my fights too because
That's
she's a mother.
understandable, yeah.
But now she like comes to all my fights. She's like in the first row, like
Got your t-shirts on.
yeah.
That's my daughter.
So yeah, everything worked out super well, and my family is so supportive. They fly out to every single fight.
Seriously?
Yeah, no matter where it is, if it's freaking and they're coming from Hawaii.
Right,
So
that's
it's not,
yeah.
It's not an easy trip.
Do you have a big family?
Yeah, I'm the baby of 6 kids, and
Wow.
and they're all back home.
Everybody?
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, was that rough?
I actually did move back home after my second year of college because I was really homesick.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I came back because of that boyfriend that paid
boyfriend,
for my
thank you.
Yeah. So thank you again. Like,
Was he? Am I saying
Double
this right?
shout
Was
out.
he a haole?
He is. Yeah, he's Holly.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Okay, so I've only heard people say that, and they
Uh-huh.
always say it with an accent. And then I saw you write something on Facebook one day, and I was like, "What does that word mean?" And like, I had to have this conversation in my head that I was like, I sounded it out, and I was like, "Oh,
how you
I know what that word is."
I was probably like,
It's like
fucking
saying
Holly.
you date a gringo.
Gringo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what?
Holly is like, well, it technically means foreigner in Hawaiian, but we use it mainly to refer to white people.
Gringos.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it
Got
could be derogatory depending how you use it, or it
Hey,
could be
everything it depends
exactly
on intention.
Yes, or you could be
Yeah.
like, I'm Hapa Holly, which is like I'm part Caucasian,
Okay.
part So it just depends how you use it.
What does
Alright,
hapa mean?
Hapa is like mix.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'd be like,
I'm
oh, they
Hapa
have
Mexican.
Hapa babies. Yeah,
See?
like
Do you ever see yourself moving back someday?
So initially I didn't because I freaking love San Diego and the mainland.
More
It's
than
like-
Hawaii?
I mean, Hawaii is just like growing up in a small town, you know.
Okay.
It's,
That's kind of how Kona, I think, talked about it too.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
another MMA fighter
another
from Hawaii.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
which one?
What's his last name? Kona.
Oliveira?
Yes, he's
Oliveira?
Brazilian and Hawaiian.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's a Hapa Brazilian.
Or is he Portuguese?
Grew up in what?
Because you know how Brazilians speak Portuguese and
Yes.
like most of them are Portuguese. So in Hawaii, there's like a huge Portuguese population,
Oh,
but we
that's
call
cool.
them Portuguese because that's like how we say it.
Yes, there it is.
So that's why like a lot of
They are from Brazil.
locals.
They're from
but they're
Brazil.
from Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
plenty locals back home. They all like my sisters are married to Portuguese. They're
Really?
Souzas and Flores. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
like so it's very common, but they're totally nothing like the Brazilian.
yeah, it's their own
Portuguese.
culture.
Yeah.
Different. Did you grow up?
Oh, yeah.
Does everybody grow up surfing? Is that a silly question?
I'm not. I mean, most people grow up in the water, near the water. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah. But
Kinda
I
can't
actually
help
don't
it.
surf.
It makes sense that
Really?
they probably at least dabbled in it. Maybe
Exactly,
just don't do it all
yeah.
the time.
That's
I
why I feel
body
like I'm
surf.
asking a stupid question. Like, of course I do, dummy.
Yeah. You've had a surfboard under you at some point.
Well, that's cool.
But what was the question again?
Oh, there was a million of them.
There
I don't know
was
which one
like-
do you want. Oh, I
Do
asked
you
if
see
he was a
your
haole. Oh, and then I asked if you were going to ever move back.
If you'd ever move back
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
Okay, I liked that question because initially I wasn't planning on it. I wanted to, stay up here forever, have a family up here or whatever. But there's a really great opportunity. I am going to be going. Yeah, you know what it is.
I know what you're talking about.
So basically, we are opening up a 10 Planet Oahu. Yeah.
There it is.
And we already, got the name rights and everything.
Is it a freak school?
It's gonna be a freak school. Yeah. So that's why, and that I'm gonna be help running it and everything. But I'm basically gonna be going back and forth.
That's
so
awesome.
my home base is still gonna be San Diego, but I'm gonna be racking up
Oh,
those
that's
freaking
so
5 miles.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you're going to be one of the head instructors.
Pretty much. But yeah, or like running the MMA program or something,
Yeah.
But that's gonna be like
What's the
My
MMA
thing.
scene out there?
it's huge.
I
Everyone is born like knowing how to fight already. It's
Really?
crazy.
Why?
If you were to just look up YouTube's like YouTube videos and like I don't know, type in like Hawaii scraps, everybody knows how to fight. It's crazy. Except for me,
Interesting.
because
Right.
back then.
But now you do. So now you're good.
Now I'm good.
Now you're
yeah.
good.
But it's crazy.
What part of Hawaii is it going to be in?
We haven't decided yet, but we're actually going in September to go look at locations.
Who is the other we?
Me and Bill Crawford. He is the owner of all of the Templeton schools down here.
Very cool.
Yeah, so he's amazing. He's also my head trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Bill. And so yeah, he runs like the conditioning programs. He's one of the boxing coaches, my striking coach. Freaking coolest guy ever. And yeah, he also is like partial owner, or I don't know his deal, but like he starts up all of these gyms basically.
That's badass.
So yeah, we're gonna go out in September.
Are you gonna do you think you'll do it like in one of the bigger cities, or what part of Hawaii are you from? Or what
So
island?
I'm from Oahu.
He's like, I'm gonna make my plane trip now.
no, really,
I'm
because
planning my
we're
next trip.
thinking about we're probably gonna do like a
I haven't
camp
been since
out
I was
there,
15,
or you know,
so.
for the grand opening
Yeah.
or something.
Oh,
Call me from a women's self-defense
Yes.
seminar.
Yeah. So we're it's gonna be on Oahu.
okay.
And I'm guessing it's probably going to be somewhere in town.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Like Honolulu area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went when I was 15. It's the only time I went to Hawaii. My grandparents took me. So you know how I went to Hawaii? It's kind of a funny story. My family's Cuban, so 15th birthday quinceañera is
Islands.
a big thing. Huh?
Islands, you islanders.
I guess the island loved to. But when I was 14, they were like, "Hey, what do you want for your 15th birthday? It's coming up." And it was, to me, it was kind of like a half-assed joke that I was like, "I want to go to Hawaii." They took me to Hawaii.
So instead of a
Ta-da.
quinceañera, you did the trip.
No, I had a quinceañera.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
In
Normally they do
the
like
quinceañera
right?
was in Miami.
Okay. Dang.
All
No
right.
big deal. I just made myself. I just sounded
at
like
you.
a.
Little princess.
I know. I did. I like my. I was an only child, and
Are you full Cuban?
my parents were both born there.
So
I'm first generation.
this
here.
will probably sound really ignorant, but like, so Cubans do quinceañeras as well? Okay. So is it kind of like
Yeah, is that
a
is it a
Latin?
Latin? That's actually a great question because I only thought Mexicans did them.
Yeah.
But I also think everybody's Mexican and everything is Mexican until you tell me different.
There's a lot of them
Mexican,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Mexican from Southern California. So I'm
Okay.
like, this is the whole world. The whole world's Mexican.
In all fairness, mine was very somewhat tamed down. Like I didn't have all the couples and stuff like
Oh,
a
yeah, like-
traditional one.
Yeah.
I just basically there was a big party in my aunt and uncle's backyard, which is basically where all the parties were held.
Is that where you were hurricaning
That's what the
it
same.
out?
That's exactly where I was for Hurricane Matthew. Exactly.
Okay.
But I had the big pink dress.
Yeah, you did.
I had all
Yeah,
that.
you
I had
did.
like a photo shoot on like in a park, and I did everything except the dancing stuff. Like I didn't
Yeah.
walk out and dance. And
Wait,
yeah.
did you grow up Catholic? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why. It's I think it's a Latin Catholic.
Latin
thing.
Catholic maybe?
Yeah.
I've actually
Because
never-
I didn't grow up Catholic, so I didn't have one, but everybody I knew had one.
I wonder
Could
if
be.
Filipinos have that too then.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
I think so.
Maybe something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were colonized by the Spaniards.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, is it a
Makes sense.
Spanish thing? See, I don't know.
Oh,
See,
maybe
we'll
that's
just-
okay.
We could all-
Google. We will Google that. But since we're asking,
Somebody will hear this that might know
I'm-
the answer
yeah,
and let us know.
the
How's
inbox.
that?
Okay, since
So
we're
you're also
asking questions about cultures, I have one. I have fallen in love with hakas.
Yes.
Is
I don't
there a
blame you.
Hawaiian haka? Oh my god,
Now
I
that
cry
I've watched them.
when I watch them. They're,
Which
oh,
one?
They're so awesome.
The all
I saw
All of them.
that Mark Munoz one recently.
So good.
And then I
with
saw-
Mark Hunt?
Or Mark
Mark
Hunt. Yeah,
Hunt.
Mark
Okay.
Hunt. Sorry.
Other Mark.
And then I saw another one that was just.
Oh,
I
they're
don't,
so good.
I don't
So
remember what it
is
was.
there a Hawaiian haka?
There
or
is a
something
Hawaiian
like that?
haka. Yeah, for sure. And you know, a lot of the Polynesian. Well, are you guys familiar with like what the Polynesian Triangle is and all the
No,
cultures
please
within
give it to us.
Okay.
I went to the Polynesian Cultural Center when I was 15.
Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah.
Same.
So basically, you know, there's Polynesia, Micronesia, Melanesia, and that's like all in the Pacific Ocean, right?
Right.
And so Polynesia is basically a triangle with Hawaii at the top. In the far eastern corner is Rapa Nui or Easter Island. That's the one with the big stone heads.
That are under.
Yeah. And then the western bottom of the triangle, it's New Zealand or Aotearoa. And the haka originates from New Zealand. So like, you know, the All Blacks team, the rugby team, they
The
kind of like
Maoris,
made
right?
it. Yeah, the Maori people.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I'm like being all fucking
No, I like when you
anthropologist.
say it right. I say it like a white person. I don't.
So yeah, they kind of made it popular because the rugby team, they do it, you know, before all of their
Maybe
matches.
that's what I saw. It looked like a rugby kind of event, one of
Yeah.
the ones that I watched the other day.
So it went viral, but again, this is like a tradition that's gone back to
And you
day
can do
one.
them at weddings, and you can do them for
Yeah.
like in honor
And
of
events,
people.
ceremonial type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's definitely
Those are the ones that
very
are so
ceremonial.
emotional.
But you know, the migration pattern kind of came from the south and went up, and so that's why like we all have similar traditions and similar cultural things, I guess. But like, so there is a Hawaiian haka that we do, but again, like it's all interchangeable pretty much. Like I know that they've done hakas from New Zealand up in Hawaii, and you know, vice versa.
Is the language similar? Like, you know how Portuguese, Italians, and Mexicans can all kind of understand each other a little bit? Is your language the same as the Maoris?
It is similar, but like I can. Well, I'm not fluent in Hawaiian, but I can like kind of pick up conversational Hawaiian and everything. And then there's some words like, okay, so like for instance, when you count to 5 in Hawaiian, it's e kahi, lue, kolue, hat, lima, and then or e lima, and then in Samoan it's tasi, lua, tolu, fa, lima. So it's like very similar. Yeah.
Wait, so are you number 5?
I was just thinking
that.
that too.
So
Is
that's
that your
what
name?
everybody gets mixed up because Elima, which is 5, is spelled Elima, but Ilima, which is my name, is Ilima.
And what does your name mean then?
So I'm the flower. I'm the flower of Oahu.
Yeah, you are.
That's why technically I'm actually a flower lei because my name's Ilima-Lei, but it's this little orange flower. Every island in Hawaii, they have like their own flower, color, song, nickname.
Oh, each individual island has.
Each individual island,
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
So my name is the flower of Oahu, the island that I'm from.
That's so cool.
I love it.
It's
I
really
love
expensive
it.
too.
Now, is Samoa a part of this
Yes,
Polynesian Triangle?
Mhm.
Okay. So is that why there's such a big colony of Samoans on?
There's a bunch
Hawaii?
of.
Yeah, there's a
bunch of
lot
islands,
of
right?
there's a lot of Samoans and Tongans in Hawaii, New Zealand, like even Australia has a really
Yeah.
big population because it's right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can find everyone pretty much
That's really
in
cool.
every island. Yeah, and there's Tahiti as well. So that's why even like our dances are a little similar.
Very, yeah.
Do you know
To us, they look similar, but to you,
They're
obviously
different.
they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually danced. Well, I've been dancing hula since I was little, and then I just started dancing Tahitian recently.
You've been putting up pictures
I love
lately,
it.
or videos.
fucking really
So
hard.
you go
dancing,
punch
not
people in the
belly,
face and choke everybody,
And then
you
I
go
go
put
dance
flowers in your hair
practice,
and
yeah.
dance. Maybe
It's so hard.
I
why is it all core?
It just watch them.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, but I'm
not-
asking what's hard about it.
It's the legs.
Try and do it.
Yeah.
Just watch what they do and then try and replicate it.
No,
And you're
I
just like,
can't, yeah.
my hips don't function.
Yeah.
Like they just don't work that way.
It's so crazy too, because like so the legs is my worst because I feel it's like super stiff and like my hips aren't like they can like swing their it's crazy. But
Yeah.
and then too the thing that I have a really hard time with is keeping my shoulders back because in fighting
You're
in
forward.
jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
So they're like shoulders back,
problems
Ilima. I'm
that
like
way?
I'm trying. It's like stuck.
hurts.
Yeah.
Those muscles
It's
don't
so
do that.
hard. Yeah. That's probably my hardest thing. But it's really fun. I think it's
Interesting.
it's
So are
a
you
nice
performing
contrast.
then?
Yeah, I actually just performed last week at the Del Mar Fair. It's like a San Diego fair.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna do another performance in September at this like big festival that we do, or that is down here. It's a big Islander festival, basically.
How fun! I want
That's
to
so
come.
cool.
That
Yeah,
sounds
can I
fun.
pull your
I wanna
mic
know
down
about
just a
this.
little bit? It's
yeah.
getting talked. Yeah. We just want to make sure everybody hears you because they hear us talk all the time.
Right.
Okay,
I want to come. I want to come watch you. Dance.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's a cool
for
festival.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's like
cool.
all Islander booths and dancing.
Bunch
and
of Islander people running, a
food.
bunch of tan people running around. Sounds fun.
Right?
I'm
Sounds
in.
awesome.
Sounds good.
Um,
I'm in.
what is something that you miss about like food? Is there something over here that you're like,
specifically.
you please don't do that? Like, okay, so when I go to the East Coast and people try and give me Mexican food, I want to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Is there something you're like, stop?
You need-
I that's adorable that you're doing that, but please stop.
Honestly, poke is completely different up here than
Okay.
it is back home.
So I'm totally obsessed with a place by my work.
Yeah, is it a poke place?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not like real Hawaiian poke.
Okay.
But it's still good. Like I eat poke frickin' up here like every other day.
Is it like a?
It's still good.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the
then?
difference?
So like we don't really do bowls like up here. Like up here they put like edamame, crap, you know, a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But back home we're like, no, we just eat the poke.
Give me
straight.
the-
like we
just
don't need
put-
any of that extra shit on
It's
it,
just
you know.
rice and the fish.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even eat the rice. We actually mainly eat. Well, I mainly
So
eat
sashimi?
poke with poi. Poi is like grounded up taro root.
Yeah.
It's like a paste.
Ooh.
I eat it with that, or like, yeah, like if when we go get poke at the supermarket, they just fill up a thing for us, and with just straight poke, like none of anything else.
None of the sauce
And that's
or
just what
anything
we.
like that? Is
no,
it
like I mean,
marinated?
they're sauce. Like there's different flavors.
Okay.
But it's just like no, you know,
All the
like
extra
cucumbers,
stuff.
tomatoes.
Is it like the
yeah, yeah.
Americanization of sushi? You know, like rolls are not a Japanese,
Japanese
thing.
thing,
They're like
yeah.
an Americanization. Is that what the bowls are? They're an Americanization,
I
or
would
like
say
a
so.
mainland.
Makes
I would
sense.
say
thing.
so.
Americanized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still good though, frick.
Oh,
Like,
no,
I
for
still
sure.
eat that shit.
All right.
What did you say you used to the ground up taro?
Taro root, yeah, poi.
Poi is what you call it?
Yeah, POI.
So I think from what I've gathered that the taro root is the same as something I grew up eating that we call malanga,
Okay.
which you prepare basically like you would mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Like
with some
you-
water and you ground
we put milk
yeah.
in it or something,
Okay.
yeah, and you put like some butter or whatever to
Okay.
like flavor it. But yeah,
So
it's-
ours is just straight root and water.
and water.
Yeah, so it's actually super freaking healthy. It's like one of
really-
the super carbs.
Yeah, it's like really good for your stomach. If you have like an upset
really?
stomach, it's really good for
That's
your stomach.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I actually like I have a poi sponsor that I'm actually
Really?
yeah, they're
That's
like
so cool.
so and they sponsor me for all my fights and EBI and everything. They're like, "Can you pound a bag of poi if you win the belt?" I'm like, I mean, I think I might get it on the mat, so they might not let me, but like I could do it backstage if I win.
Right? Go back
So yeah, I'm probably gonna like have a bag of poi in my hands
That's amazing.
if I win.
I love it.
And does it help you cut? What's your cutting process?
Oh god, my cutting process is freaking terrible. So like typically for fights, I'm about 15 pounds out, like 2 weeks out from the fight.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
How
Is
old
that
are
a
you?
lot?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh,
What?
shit,
I think
don't know.
for a woman,
For
it
a
sounds like a
woman,
lot.
yeah, for
Guys,
like-
I think guys do that
But
all the
how
time.
old
But
are
our
you still
bodies
very
are so
young?
I'm
different.
27.
Oh,
think you have to
damn.
think
I am
about it
so
for a second.
impressed.
Yeah, I did. I just so, well,
Wow.
but it's bad though. But like I've never had a bad cut before, except for this last fight. That was terrible because we use bathtubs.
Yeah.
And my hotel didn't have any bathtubs. They just had the sauna, and I've never used the sauna before, so I'm just like,
You didn't know how your body was.
yeah, it was freaking terrible. It was the hardest cut. But like otherwise, I don't have a bad cut. However, like for EBI, it's same day weigh-ins.
Yep.
For our fights, we have
You have a-
at least 24 hours,
Sure.
you know. So that's why I was like, all right, for EBI, I want to get my walking weight down. You know, I want to be walking at like 35 or something because I walk at like 42-ish.
I am so impressed. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I was even talking to Boogie today because I'm like, dude, I can't stop eating cupcakes. Like,
Yeah, I can't stop eating ice cream.
So, but I'm 4
Sounds
weeks
like
out
weight,
right now, so I'm like, I think I'll be okay as long as I can get down to like 38. Then I can cut the rest water.
What do you have to weigh in that day?
For the
25?
Or 26 1 pound allowance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then too, like my coach, like Bill didn't want me to have to do the salt or water cuts because it was same day weigh-ins, but like I think our weigh-ins are at 9, and we
You
probably
have like a 6-hour window.
yeah, at least. So I'm like, I think I'll be fine because normally I recover really fast.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Good.
I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I like being skinny, but like, I don't like the process of it.
The process of getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. You seem
Wow.
pretty like comfortable. Like
Yeah, you're super
like,
chill about it.
Yeah, you seem like you don't like it, but like whatever, it'll happen.
I
I'm
try to
gonna
look
do
at the
it,
bright
and
side of it. Like, yeah, at least I look good because I've been freaking.
Those Wayne pictures are gonna
Yeah,
look
it's gonna
awesome.
look great.
do.
Oh, do we get weigh-in pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, they take
Oh.
pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Faux
You're
show.
good. You're good.
Wait, I had a question. It might come to me.
Good one.
God damn.
You had to cut for trials, right?
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
did.
gosh.
Yeah,
You know what
she
happened?
did.
So
Yeah, she did.
Okay, and I mean, I'm a lot older than all of you guys, and I fucked up my metabolism in my 20s because I would crash diet and party. Yeah, I would drink a lot, and I would crash diet, and I would take diet pills, and then my hormones got all fucked up. But so I got everything all straight, and I cut about 13 pounds. But I started cutting like months. Like I did it really, really, really slow, and then that week before, I was feeling awesome. 2 days before, I was at 127.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yes,
this is
this is
amazing.
great.
So I ate exactly the same thing the day before, except I cut my water down, and I guess my body was like, no, and I woke up 2 pounds heavier that morning.
Yeah.
So then I had to cut 3 pounds that morning. So by the time I got to the gym, I was bright red from sitting in a hot tub, and I like bundled myself up, and I made weight, but that was like my first experience.
Yeah, because you didn't cut before.
I mean, I did, but my cuts are like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
This
I do
was a bigger cut.
135 pound competition or something. But I felt good. I was actually looking at my skin today, and I'm like, dude, 2 weeks ago my skin looked amazing, and then I realized it's because I was dieting and drinking so much water.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just need to drink more water because what the hell is
You
up with
for
my
sure
skin?
get hot when you cut. Like,
Yeah.
everything clears up.
Oh,
and-
you're glow. People are like, "What's up?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm cutting my
Just the weight cut.
amazing." Thanks. Damn, I know. So I know the two ladies that are Invicta fighters.
Yes.
Are having a rubber match. A rematch, not a rubber match.
What's a rubber match?
when
The
they've
third-
met twice and
third
it's the
time.
third
Oh,
one?
the trilogy.
Third match,
No, this
yeah.
is their second. It's a rematch.
Awesome. Now, have you met your Bellator, the other lady that's a Bellator fighter?
Brooke. Okay, so we actually haven't met in person, but we're super cool on social media. Like before we even knew we were doing combat, like we were gonna go against each other. We, we would talk story with each other and like message each other. So yeah, super cool chick. And so I think I was in Singapore. Where was I? I was somewhere with Eddie, and he still didn't fill that 4th spot. And I remember telling him like, oh, what about Brooke, sorry if I freaking Mayo or Mayo. What about Brooke Mayo? I'm just gonna call you Mayo. What about Brooke Mayo? She's a Bellator fighter, and I think though, like somebody had already tagged her in his post when he asked for like the last position. But I remember commenting on it. I was like, yeah, like put Brooke, because then it'll be Bellator versus Invicta. And then in Singapore, I asked him like, oh yeah, like are you gonna use Brooke or whatever? So, I kind of was like pushing for her to get into it because I just thought it would be cool. And I think her jiu-jitsu is super slick. Like I'm not sure if you heard about her fight in Bellator, but it was her pro debut, and it was against this one girl, Vita Artiga, and it was a really cool fight. Like it was pretty competitive and back and forth and everything, but I had Brooke up because she was beating Vita on the ground. Her jiu-jitsu was super slick. But Vita actually was like beating her on the feet, and Brooke's eye swelled up really, really big, and literally with like
I think I did see that.
10 seconds left in the entire fight, the ref stopped it and was like, oh, like brought the doctor in the cage, and then the doctor stopped it. And so Vita ended up winning, and it was really heartbreaking to see because like Brooke was like, I'm fine, I can see out of this eye, everything's fine, and they wouldn't let her continue, and it was fucking 10 seconds left of the fight. So I thought that was really heartbreaking because I would have liked to see it gone to the judges' scorecards.
So it would have gone to the judges?
It would have if he didn't stop the fight.
Right.
And
what do you think? I mean, are you?
I mean, I had it for Brooke, but I mean, I don't know with the new
was
scoring.
one of those that it could have
it's
gone either way.
I'm a jiu-jitsu person, obviously.
Right.
I'm gonna go for the jiu-jitsu.
Like, did you see what she was doing on the ground?
Yeah, it was great.
I love when they put your tweets up on the screen.
Oh yeah.
I'm always like, I know her.
Yeah, I try to make it clever, but I'm really bad at Twitter. I'm better at Instagram. Because I'm very wordy,
Yeah.
Twitter is so hard to just keep it short.
To get in those
I try to
240
remember to
characters?
live tweet the fights, but I always don't remember until like the second fight on the main card. Then I'm like, oh shit, I should have.
What does live tweet mean? Just like play by play?
Yeah, like play by play or commenting on it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one show that I was like, oh, I'm on tonight, and that was like the only one I did.
There was one you had some like clever ones. You
I
had
think
some
that was
clever
it. Like
things.
there was just material. Like I don't know, somebody walked out in a funny shirt, and so,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm terrible at being witty, like right off the bat, like that,
Yeah.
like quick enough to like for that moment.
Have
The,
you?
the only live tweets I can do is when I complain about the New York Athletic Commission.
There you go. I mean, those are good though,
Yeah, because it's funny because
because they fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that, but yeah.
Hashtag they suck.
Hashtag get it together.
Have you called anybody out in Bellator yet?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I've only called out one girl, and it wasn't even like a real call out. It was like,
Did you do it all polite? It would be nice if we could meet.
no, it was actually super lesbian. I was like, I want to fight you after I make out with you, or some shit like that. Like, or I'm gonna fight
Twitter
you, then
lit
I'm
up.
gonna make out with you. Yeah, they did like it. I guess so. I don't know if you guys follow, but her name's Anastasia Yankova. She's this like super hot Russian model. She's sponsored by Nike. She has a huge following, but and she's like a good kickboxer and everything. But first of all, well, here's like the first controversy with her is that she's never made 125 yet, but she's signed as a flyweight, and all 3 of her fights in Bellator have been at 130. And her last fight,
Is she the Johnny Hendricks of
basically,
Bellator?
her last fight, she didn't even make 130. She came in at 133.
What?
Yeah. And then on top of that, she's only been fighting like tomato cans. I mean, I understand that Bellator wants to build her. You know, it's not like they threw me to the wolves when they first signed me. But I think just the whole weight issue really overshadowed everything else. And like now I don't think anybody's taking her seriously. So before all the weight issue shit, I called her out because I was like, yeah, I'll fight you. Like, I don't think you're all that, you know, you might have 100,000 followers, but I can beat, yeah. So I was just like, I was being super lesbian about it and really creepy and like,
I don't know, put my chapstick on.
Yeah, I was like, bring your like when I was watching her last fight or whatever, the fight before, I was like, make sure you bring your chapstick. I'm like, kissy face.
You can be like Tanya Evinger.
Yeah.
Is that
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When
She's
Tanya
awesome.
Evinger kissed, what's her name? The post-fight interviewer in Invicta?
Oh my gosh. Lauren
Yes.
Senko. Yeah.
In her post-fight interview after she won the belt.
Oh my God.
And it was funny because she freaking threw up right before that.
I know!
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Tanya, come on.
I love
polite.
Tanya. She's freaking rad.
You know she's fighting Cyborg.
Yeah.
How
Oh, is that the July 29th thing?
is that going to be?
Yo, that July
In
29th
Anaheim.
card is just grew on me this
Are you
morning.
guys going?
Oh man, do I want?
I think it's sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we have the beach party that day.
We're gonna keep our fingers crossed that some magic happens somewhere. But this morning, with that ad of the Damian Maia, Tyrone Woodley,
and it's the day before EBI.
Yeah, that's why I can't go.
Yeah, for sure.
My heart is in that one. I want to be there.
Yeah,
really
we're
be
big
there.
Damien fans. We had him on the podcast once.
You guys were saying that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
getting on
seriously
the
like
screen. I'm sorry.
Not
It's also the middle of the
MMA
night, and we're making you talk to us.
Oh no, it's
in the
fine.
middle of the night.
I mean, I kind of feel high right now, but like,
Are you?
I think
No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Sorry.
No, I actually. So oddly enough, I actually don't smoke weed. I'm
What?
like one of the
You're
only
10th
10th planet
planet
people.
How
Yeah,
dare
exactly.
you.
Like I'm one of the only 10th planet people that don't smoke weed.
Hilarious.
I'm just, even though there's a pen on my, that's
I
not mine.
I know.
Yeah, I started vaping not too long ago. I don't know. It's been like maybe a year.
But what is
And
vaping?
It's a vape
that.
pen. It's
Is
a
that
vape
what that-
pen.
Oh,
That's
that's
what that
vape.
is?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was all jacked up because I've been training with the fight team. I'm Coach Donna.
Yeah.
I've been training with the fight team, and I've been training with our kids. And one of my kids is like 150 pounds now, and he's a monster.
Is
And
that what's
it's
his
Brian.
name?
His name is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I should be talking about children or not. Okay. Anyway, I have a kid who is like, he like hit puberty, and he's like a roar, and
Yeah,
he's like
he's
he's
knee-size.
giant.
He
now.
warmed me up
He's
at one of
adult
the tournaments
size.
last year.
Yes.
He's a grown up.
He's hit 150 pounds. I can't let him spar with the kids anymore, so I have to spar with him every single day. And he jacks me up. The other day, that little fucker twisted me. I was like, ah! But part of me was super proud of him, and then so I stood up and I was like, your cardio, shit, you're breathing too hard.
You're like, you had to find something.
But he's a killer, and I'm so proud of that kid, and he works really hard. And then I stay and I train with the fight team because they have a lot of little guys, and they helped me with my cardio for the EBI trials, and I want to help them with their ground, and we're a team. You know how it goes. But I've been like so jacked up lately because then I'll go home and my husband Jonathan will be like, let's go to class, and I'm like, okay, let's go to class. So I was smoking the other night. I brought my vape pen with me, and Eddie walked up and took it out of my hand, and he was like, yep, I didn't know you smoked.
Wait, so is that considered weed then?
Yeah. Well, there's THC in it, so it's like
not everyone
oil.
that you see with a vape pen has weed
Yes,
in it.
sometimes
you
it's
can
CBD
just get
oil.
it. Some people get it from nicotine. They're trying to get off cigarettes, and they do that. Some people just get it to be cool, and it's just fucking oil with some flavors in it or something.
Like
and they just
pineapple
like
flavor.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought
ice
that
creams
was
and
the whole
shit.
time.
Sometimes it is, and sometimes there's THC
Yes.
in there, so you have to usually ask.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there are these
sometimes
little
you can-
pineapples.
Sometimes you
Huh?
can smell
These
it.
little
No,
in
I
it.
think that's a scale, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, oh my gosh. Today,
Did you decorate this whole place?
I did.
I love it.
Boogie was like, "You're on a pineapple rage right now." I'm like, dude,
Pineapple's delicious.
how do you know? I was
Right?
like,
You're
I
like,
just
I'm
ordered,
Hawaiian.
I just ordered pineapple curtains just today on my Amazon account.
That's awesome.
Well, I did. I just ordered it today, so it should be coming in. But yeah,
Hilarious.
you'll like see pineapples all over my house.
Okay, I remember something else I was going to bring up. It was a post that you made that you and Eddie had a conversation in Singapore.
Oh my
He and I
gosh.
have had that same conversation.
I
And
remember your
want-
comment.
Motherfucker. You guys all know I love Eddie Bravo. So, but before I met my husband, I remember me and him and Rasan were out one night, and we ended up like at a 24-hour diner. And he was like, "You're never gonna find a guy that's gonna be okay with you doing jujitsu." And so I'm like, "Are you trying to tell me I'm gonna be
He's
single
very
forever?"
convincing,
oh, no,
too.
He is. He's 100% thinks he's honest, but then we can all name like 10 couples.
Well, he's like
Those
he's
are your
sure-
exceptions.
He's sure of himself.
He's so sure of himself. But I met my husband probably 4 months after he told me that I would never find a guy that would be cool with me doing jiu-jitsu, and he didn't train at the time. So Jonathan and I were together.
Well, see, then
for
you
years before
totally.
he trained.
Well, then you totally. No, then that you totally supported Eddie's point because your husband didn't train at the time.
Oh, don't
His
say that.
point-
Damn it, don't tell me Eddie's right.
Wait.
His point to me was that
A guy who already
any
trains?
guy who's already in the sport,
What?
who already does it, wouldn't be okay with their girl doing
I
it.
call BS.
Because he's all like, I don't want my girl rolling with my homies and like rolling with my dudes, you know. And just the way he described it, obviously he's fucking very convincing. He like founded this whole cult, you know. Like you have to be a fucking, you have to be a very convincing person. So I was like, oh my god, you're right.
Okay, so he's saying that guys who are MMA fighters and jiu-jitsu competitors won't like meeting women who are already in the sport because a lot of them seem to be okay with bringing their girls in with them to train, right?
I don't think it was
don't
meaning. He
know.
just said that they wouldn't be cool with their girl training just because
That's interesting.
they.
I call crap.
There's always exceptions, but and I was trying to tell him because like the relation, like my previous relationship.
The Howley? I'm
No,
just
no,
saying
no.
that
Like,
'cause I
Holly
like
was
it.
done.
Okay.
Like my last one, like he was super cool with it.
Yeah.
Like I mean, granted he was one of my teammates,
Did
but
he?
like
Okay.
he was like totally cool with it. And so I was like, that's not true. And he's like, are you guys still together? I'm like, no. He's
Yeah,
like,
but did you
but-
guys break
Yeah.
up for other reasons?
Yeah, but yeah.
He's like, well, it still didn't work out. I'm like, okay, well.
But, I mean, I had relationships before I started training, and those didn't work out.
Yeah, that's
shit
not-
just happens in a relationship, and they fall apart. Like
There
it's
is no
not-
correlation there, Mr.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Well,
I would
according
think-
to according
I
to him,
would
I'll
think
never
that
find
guys
someone.
think
so.
it's true. I would no.
I
I think that
also-
he says that, but I think guys think it's cool, and I happen to know that dudes think it's cool that you fight because I got a text about you about a week ago.
Is he single? No, it's just
Well, here's my thing: is I think that they like the idea.
For sure, they do.
They like the idea.
They like the idea,
Thank you.
but they don't like
the
the
reality
reality.
is
Oh, that was good. I
think it
posted a
depends on
fucking
the
meme
guy.
about that right after Eddie.
I think it depends on the guy because I bet you there are guys out there that train because they're the only ones that are going to understand, right? You can't expect a guy who doesn't train to get. Well, I mean, Jonathan didn't.
No,
train
I
for
don't
a
know
couple
my
years.
experience.
Uh,
My experience.
What do I know?
I don't know if I want to talk about it. Later.
Well, don't give names, but please give for instances.
Some and I like that you train. I could talk to you about training because we both have that in common. Da, da,
Yeah.
da, da. And then whatever, things don't work out. That's fine. But then they end up with a girl who has nothing to do with the sport. I'm like,
Alright.
oh, so what they?
Oh,
So
so
it's
in
like-
your experience,
Yeah.
your ex or
Exes.
any, were they MMA fighters or were they jiu-jitsu guys?
One was a jiu-jitsu. Actually, they're both jiu-jitsu, like aspiring fighters.
Okay.
So that's why I think it has. I think if a relationship is going to work in this community or whatever in this field, I almost
culture.
feel like they have to be at the same level.
That's fair.
As you, because
That's fair.
these like one of them was like an amateur fighter and like, you know, trying
See,
to fight.
I could see that being a problem. Not the fact that you train, but the fact that you are a professional on a very
you're the
high
higher level.
I could see that being
Yeah.
an issue.
Because as a female, that she's the higher level.
Yeah.
Because if the guy would be okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
No, I still see even amongst the crowd of the people that were with, even though they talk, you know, even though everyone talks about, you know, the equality, or they seem to all agree with it, but there's still I can't be with a girl who can beat me up, or I can't be with a girl who's stronger than me,
and it
or
might
I
not
can't
even
be with a girl
yeah.
that's whatever.
And honestly, might not even necessarily be the guy that's like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah,
you know?
it might be
it's
the-
like
his
fucking,
friends.
Well, no, well, I was saying like kind of was me too. I'm
Really?
like, well, a part of me is like, do I wish that you were a badass pro fighter? Like, yes, but like, I'm gonna try and support you as much as I can, like through your amateur career, I guess.
That's fair.
You know?
That's actually a very honest, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, but then I think, you know, I've never been with an actual professional fighter, you know, at a high level. So it's like, that could be a fucking shit show in
That could be a
itself
big old
too,
mess or something, you know?
So I don't know. I basically think I'm just going to fucking be single forever.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Neither of you.
I'll just be
No, you
lesbian.
won't.
I don't know. I've given that a serious thought.
Hey, when Liz came on, I was like, what's up with the groupie situation in the lesbian community? She's like, it's really not there for MMA fighters. And I was like, what's up with the ladies? Because if I were gay, I would be all over MMA, right?
But it's true though. You know, honestly, I feel like all the gay lesbian MMA fighters, like their girlfriends are also fight. You know, there's
That's
like within
true.
the
Yeah.
like Liz is right. When we go out to Hillcrest and everything, then like nobody really.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Seriously, because you would think
Liz
so. Would be like a rock star.
Maybe
Right?
they were
Among the
intimidated. I mean,
ladies.
like
I
no,
don't know.
like it's not like she was just a dud. Like she was still, you know, there'd still be
She's
girls.
still pulling the chicks no
Yeah,
matter
she was
what.
still
I
pulling
like
girls.
it.
No, but it was just like, yeah, she wasn't like a celebrity,
That's
like
interesting.
like, you know, a fucking
But
dude
she
MMA
should
fighter
be.
walking into a club and
She
having all
should-
these.
that's what I'm
like-
saying, she should be.
exactly. So that's why I think the MMA community, or the lesbian fighters, like most of them have girlfriends that are fighters.
Huh.
Yeah,
Like Raquel and Tisha. Is it
Yeah.
Tisha?
Oh
Is
my
that her
gosh,
name?
they're so
They just got
cute.
engaged. I know.
I saw Asian pictures.
What? All right, ladies.
like Amanda
somebody
Nunes,
call the.
Nina
Is there
Ansaroff.
like a
lesbian
centralized?
line?
Yeah, is there like a
Lesbian MMA line?
centralized? I don't know, a Facebook page somewhere that we can tell the girls
Grindr
about all the. I thought Grindr is Grindr for dudes.
Oh, actually, maybe I don't know.
I have no idea.
You know,
I'm old and married. I have no idea.
I always thought it would be a good idea, and it probably is out there. I just haven't really looked. But like a dating site for athletes.
There's
BJJdating.com.
dating
Really?
exists.
What? Where have I been?
It's a thing.
Wait, BJJ?
Is
Dating.
it BJJ dating?
BJJ dating, BJJ dating.
There
I
it
don't know,
is.
some shit like
You
that.
could be like their star. Maybe they could.
But I don't do
sponsor you.
BJJ.
That's you do. What
That's
is
true.
10 PJJ?
10 BJJ.
10 BJJ.
That would be awful.
Where's
if somebody made a 10 planet dating site.
Would it be better if it's just JJ?
Yeah,
JJ.
they should do JJ.
Grappling. Grappling love. Grappling love.
I think we're onto something.
There
We
it
should
is.
start an app.
We should do it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm totally going to look up. Sorry. BJJdating.com. Fuck.
Grapple and chill.
Grapple and chill. Oh, there it is. T-shirts.
All right.
Good job, Bex. Good job,
I'll work on that.
Oh shit! You got to get the fucking patent or whatever, so none of
Yeah.
your followers can do it.
Oh, they will.
We won't
Don't worry
release
about
this
it.
until I patent it. Sorry, if you're watching this, I already got it. Although I probably didn't.
I think. Well, I'm not a guy, and I don't know.
And you're
But I
not a
think that's
lesbian.
yeah.
I don't know if that's the angle
But I'm just saying, I think it would be awesome. But maybe that's why you see a lot
I
of
think we're
MMA
also
fighters
involved in this world.
who.
and
Right,
you're-
but I think you see a lot of women MMA fighters who train their coaches because there's that when the guy's a coach, there's still that level that
Of
he's like
respect and-
there's like that thing. Maybe
Yeah. No, there's a lot. I mean, if you think about all of the, you know, all the exceptions to the, like, all the fighter couples that did work out, like Rose Namajunas, Pat Barry,
Yeah.
Carrie Melendez, Gilbert Melendez, fucking, you know, all these guys. The husband is still, like, their trainer.
That's
or, like,
true.
still in their corner, you know? So it's, like,
Yeah.
they have that level of, like, yeah, like you said, like, trainer.
because there does have to be I guess if you're in a straight couple, like that's the dynamic that the man has to be the alpha, Or I guess how it works traditionally, right? Yeah,
They have to have some type
Yeah.
of alpha going on.
for sure.
And that's what Eddie was saying, that like
Well,
most
Eddie's Mexican,
MMA machoism, most female
hate it when
MMA
he's right.
fighters, they have dogs. And I thought about it, I'm like, oh shit, actually, yes, I could think of like
Wait, so
like
you're-
10 off the bat that have dogs.
Wait, what does that mean? I don't understand.
Like because they don't have boyfriends, so they get dogs.
Oh,
I'm
God.
like,
So
oh my
you're-
god,
It's your version of like the
Where's
crazy
your
cat
dog?
lady or something?
dude, I almost got a dog. The only reason I didn't was just because I like having a clean house, and because I travel all the time. So it's like
yeah,
I'm
that'd
fucking
be
always out of town. But I fucking almost got a dog after my last breakup. Like I need something to love.
I need something to
Invest
cuddle with
my
me at night.
energy into.
It's my energy.
I have
too.
3. Why don't you have a dog? I've tried to give you several.
I do. She's at your house. Her name's Daphne.
We have a we have this little. She was a foster, but then I couldn't.
Failed-
Every time somebody
failed
was like, "I
foster.
want to meet her," I'd
Super
start
failed
crying.
foster.
Yeah, like the rescue would call and they'd go, "Somebody wants to meet her," and I'd be like, "No!" And
you
finally,
just kept
Jonathan
her?
was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Calm down, you can keep her."
No.
But she's so
she's
cute.
really
She's
my
this
dog?
big,
She
and
just
we
lives
yeah
with
we
them.
tried to get her to adopt her, and then we decided like 3 weeks ago that her name should be Toffee because she's so cute and she's like a little brown and
Toffee's delicious,
yeah, she's adorable.
but I'm set on Daphne already.
So I have 3 dogs.
So did you take her?
No.
No, she lives. Well, she's my. She's
Oh,
mine.
she's
She
still
just lives
yours.
over
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah, she takes care of her and stuff. Feeds
Yeah.
her, does all the things. Takes her vacation with her.
You're the
But when I
surrogate
go
mom.
over, she's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I have a really cute picture of them napping on my couch.
Oh,
they were
that
like
was
all
a good
cuddled up with
picture.
each other.
That was a good picture.
All right, so when are we gonna get you a dog?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really want to adopt one, and I
Yes.
really want to get a pit bull.
Yes.
Yes.
But again, like I just
That's hard
really
with the
like,
traveling, though.
yeah, and I just like having a fur-free house.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen if you have a pit bull.
Exactly. That's why I'm like,
This is where I mean, it is what it is. But this is where smaller dogs do become a little bit more convenient in that case.
You just
'Cause either
throw
you
it in
can-
your purse.
Yeah, they can either come
Go.
along with you if they're small enough, or usually it's easier to find someone that can take care of them.
well, and I used to have 2 Chihuahuas with the Howley
Okay.
ex, and then but he took them.
Damn it!
Yeah, which is fine though, because I'm like, fuck, I cannot take care of 2 fucking Chihuahuas as a single mom. Like, no, thank you. So it was fine. I was not attached at all. I know that sounds terrible, but like, I'm just a very selfish person right now.
You should
like,
be.
I don't wanna
You
take
have
care
all
of
the
shit right
yeah.
now. I can barely take care of myself at
This
this
is
point.
exactly when you should be
That's why I don't
selfish.
have- I mean, I don't have one because I'm never home. I'm like, I can't. But I'm like that too. There's a part of me that also thinks that way. That I'm like, well, then I have to, days that like I, end up sleeping on your couch or something,
Yeah.
which hasn't happened in a really long time. But like something like that, like I couldn't do
Yeah.
things like that. I don't know. I
gotcha.
I like to not have that.
I don't want to have to like take a
response-
dog
I don't
out
want
like
more
5 times a day to
Yeah.
go take care of their business.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah, you have to want it.
Like I barely
You
make
have
it
to
to the
want
bathroom.
it. Yeah.
I'm like-
yeah, I can't even.
I was leaving work today and I was like, I can make it home. And then I was like, no, I should probably pee before I go.
I didn't want anything
guess
that I
I'll
had to
walk
keep
myself
alive
to the
until I
bathroom.
did.
You what?
You know what?
I didn't want anything I had to keep. I didn't want plants when I was like, and that's I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to keep anything alive except for myself.
Yeah.
I get it. You had the best. See how I segue there? So smooth. You had the best promo.
Oh
with
yeah.
that
That was my goal.
the
What
slap
promo?
that came
For
out of
EBI.
nowhere. She's like, yeah, so I'm preparing for EBI, and then you just saw a hand come up and just slap her.
Yeah, for EBI for
Did I not see that one?
It's
You
on
had
the
to
EBI
have. I
official.
reposted it.
I'm not remembering.
You didn't
right
see
now.
it? It was awesome. So
When you
she, you know how they do the interviews
Yeah.
and they have the fighters and
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
with the background.
I'll show you the
just show her
beginning
because it's
part.
awesome.
No, when you said the slap, did you guys see that video from Grappling Pro this weekend? In
Yes.
the slap?
Yeah.
Holy
He got
mother
yeah.
What happened?
of pearl.
See? Do combat jiu-jitsu, you don't get DQ'd when you slap somebody.
Holy shit.
oh,
though.
he got DQ'd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just
Well,
there.
it was a full on like whoosh.
So basically, the guy went for I don't know if he was going for like an arm drag or something,
Yeah.
and it kind of looked like it could have kind of like
He was
whatever,
aggressively
but
grabbing
not-
for him.
He was aggressively grabbing, and he missed, and he might have kind of like it happens
There was a
in our
slap, yeah.
sport. It just but you can tell when it's intentional and when it's not. I don't think that seemed I barely even saw it for it to be intentional, but then. You see the other guy get like super heated like instantly. They get up, they kind of reset,
like, cocked
and
back.
he like full like wound up for this and just whoosh right across from him.
Hello.
And we've got visitors.
Sorry, it's my roommate.
And he just like gave him a big old whack across the face.
Where's my sushi?
This is our very professional interview style.
This is cool. It's like
Okay,
Wait,
show
so
her the
what
video.
was that for?
It was like a grappling.
It was a grappling tournament that they were
Holy
having.
It was
down
that
in,
one that they had the really weird rules. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't see the rule setting.
The rules
I keep
were
hearing
weird.
about this
There
weird
was
rule
there was
setting,
like
though.
points for pushing people out of bounds. There were like they mixed
Really?
wrestling with grappling, and you could like get points for pushing people out of ground. It was very. Was that your idea? Whose idea was that?
Yeah, it was funny. So Manny, the one that does all
He's
the,
awesome.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
he's great. So we like do the interview, and I'm like, "Can I swear?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna be Ilima-Lei Macfarlane. I'm gonna be slapping bitches." And then like when we were all done, then I was like, "So actually, I haven't like, is it cool if we share ideas?" He's like, "Yeah." What? I was like, "So I really want one of my teammates to slap me in the middle of my interview. Can we do that?" He's like, "Yeah." So it's so funny. I wish somebody got a picture of this, but like my teammate Gabe.
It was Gabe Tuttle, right?
Gabe Tuttle, yeah. He's like crouching below me, like underneath
Trying
the
to
camera.
stay off the camera?
Yeah, stay off the camera, and then like just like crouching right in front of me, and just like, yeah, my training partners have been really good, and just went, what? It was like he was fucking waiting for that moment.
So your hair flew in the
Yeah.
air. You went, yeah. So it's been going really great.
Was it
It was a real slap. Like, he actually
God.
fucking slapped me.
Oh my
And I was like,
Hilarious.
you motherfucker, you've been waiting to do that this whole time.
Have you guys been slapping each other in practice leading up to this?
So before, we were kind of just like, you know, just not even anything hard, just showing me like that I'm in bad position. Tonight though at practice, so funny. Little Nora, yeah, she's like,
Hey, she's pretty tough.
dude,
Yeah.
she's fucking gnarly. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe she fucking only weighs 100 pounds.
I know, right?
Dude,
Not
she's
even that.
so
She
strong.
weighed in at the
98.
qualifier for 98
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
Dude, she is the gnarliest fucking training partner ever. But like, she's like, oh, you want to do slaps? I'm like, okay, sure. And then so we're going, and I totally forget that we're doing slaps. Or like, I don't forget, but like, I'm just not thinking. And she's like trying to pass my guard, and then she just goes, whack. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, all right, it's fucking on.
Like a Nora-sized red mark, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like a little baby hand right there. But she was like actually slapping the shit out of me, and I was like,
been
but
a
it
good
was
training
good.
partner.
No, it was actually super good, because then like I finally got a good look at like positions, might not even be bad positions in jiu-jitsu, but it's fucking bad for like getting
sure.
slapped.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even realize. So it was actually, tonight was probably like the first time that somebody actually really went and slapped me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good, thank you. Like, I really needed that.
Do you think that slapping is going to invoke a different emotion than punching will?
Oh yeah, like we already talked about it, that
Because like punching is like tough. You know what I mean? Punching, you're like,
Punching
"Ugh,"
hurts.
punch you in the face.
Because slapping, you think bitch slapping. You think you
Yes.
got bitch slapped.
and because honestly the slaps didn't hurt, it just shocked me. I was like, oh
yeah, it's like a sting.
yeah.
Wait, it's actually open palm strike. So like, I feel like there was way
You can-
more.
yeah.
Like you can
You can fuck someone up.
you can come
Plus,
in
the
like
four of you guys are MMA fighters. It's not.
Yeah.
They didn't just get 4 jiu-jitsu girls. By the way, you guys can open palm strike.
Yeah.
They went and got 4
MMA
professional fighters. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to be like, whomp.
Yeah, I mean
But at
that.
the same time, that's not really something you would ever. Would you ever practice that as an MMA fighter? Like for an MMA fight, is there? I don't
You
really.
can.
You don't see much open.
Every
hand
once in a while
stuff.
you do,
So
but it's
that's
not common. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I just don't see it as something that's trained. like
Yeah.
the open.
I think like the last time I saw
Which could be
open
confusing.
palm strikes in an MMA fight, like everyone was saying, oh, he's doing that to embarrass him.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he had the guy sprawled out, and he
Yeah.
was doing that just to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking fuck with him. So yeah, I think it definitely has like that whole like bitch thing attached to it. And and then we were trying to think of my strategy. I was like, dude, because like I could take your slaps, like
Yeah.
I could take their slaps, right? So I was like, what if? I wonder if it would frustrate them if I just let them fucking slap me and I just don't even respond. I'm just like, okay, like is that, or you know, like what's gonna be the strategy? Are we just gonna try to like slap the shit out of each other and like hopefully, you know, piss someone off enough where they're gonna lose their technique or their game plan? You know, so it's just like it actually does open up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
Like something you have to think about.
So you know how you hear a lot of fighters, I feel like there's maybe two camps of fighters. People, guys mostly, who when you're like, when I get punched, it makes me angry and it like fuels me to fight. And then some people are like, I don't feel that shit. I don't feel it. Like they don't have like that pain factor thing.
Yeah. The adrenaline.
Which camp do you fall into?
Pain.
It depends how hard they punch, honestly.
Yeah.
Like one fight, I don't remember getting punched, and then when I watched the playback, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, she knocked me. Other fights, they'll punch me once. I'm like, I don't want none of that. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna take you down.
Go to the ground.
Yeah. So like, it depends. I mean, I feel like I'm a very composed fighter. Like, I don't really stray too far from the game plan, no matter how many times I get punched. So I think that might be an advantage for this. Like, I feel like and two, I like these girls. I like Brooke. Like, me and Brooke are really cool, and I'm pretty positive that's my first match.
Does that make a difference?
Well, yeah, because they're going to match up the Invictus fighters. That would make sense.
Does that make a difference to you, like knowing your opponent, being more friendly with them, and do you think that makes a difference in like how you?
I don't think so, because I know that Brooke is like a really game competitor. So I think like we're gonna go in
that moment.
But then afterwards, beforehand, like I was planning on like
you guys would be hugging. What's up? Hang out. Let's take a picture.
Yeah, but I think like we're professionals and we know like this is a sport and we're competitors.
That's
so
awesome.
Have you fought anybody that you don't like?
Ooh.
No, I've liked everybody.
That's awesome.
It's weird.
Yeah.
The only person, honestly, that like I didn't really care for in my division was Anastasia, and that was just because she was like, I thought she was just getting a hype train that like what I was actually more like standing up for other girls in the division more than myself, because like I feel like I get a lot of push from Bellator already, so I was like, there's other fighters in the division who deserve more of a push, more of a spotlight, who actually fucking make weight, who act professional, So I'm like, that was the reason why I was like, whatever's Anastasia.
What are your thoughts on an opponent on someone that doesn't make weight like that? Like, is that like if somebody did it to you, would you be like, that's disrespectful? Or,
honestly,
I just like fuck it.
Shit happens. Shit totally happens. I get it. I've never missed weight before, but like I know shit happens, and maybe something went wrong in the cut, and like one time I think is. I can overlook
and
that.
And if it lands on your card, then,
I can overlook it. Yeah.
But it's...
give me part of your purse, but like, I can overlook it. But like, I think when it happens repeatedly, then like, okay, that's a slap in the face. Like, you're being a shithead. Yeah. So, otherwise, I can totally overlook like...
a one-time occurrence. Yeah. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of somebody like Johnny Hendricks, who is at the level that he's at and has had continual trouble? I don't know the background. I don't know his story, so I'm not passing judgment. But as a professional fighter, what's your take on the fact that it's happened to him several times?
They bumped him a weight class and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy. I too like wasn't really following. I know that he's continually missed weight.
Yeah.
But I haven't really like looked into the details. But yeah, I think at that level, it's like, come on, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hire a goddamn nutritionist for fuck's sake. Yeah. Like, you can. I know.
Especially, for sure. You missed it at one weight class. They bump you up.
I didn't read it, so I have no idea what it said. But there was an article that like gave some kind of explanation as to why he missed it. I saw something,
and then I saw he made some video like joking around it. Like,
I saw that.
Oh, that was really him.
That was.
Oh, I thought that was like a.
That was pretty funny.
It was like
a double,
a mock song. Oh, really?
I thought it was a parody. That was him?
I think so.
Okay.
It looks like him.
I think so.
It was that was pretty funny though. I mean, at least have fun with it if you're gonna fuck up like that.
Yeah. I don't know enough of the story, so I guess I really shouldn't be commenting on it. I have no idea.
I have to look at that.
How has your experience been working with Bellator?
Amazing.
Like, is that the only promotion that you've worked for?
Yes. I mean, besides my pro debut, which was for a local show, Explode Fight Series, who are also my homies. I love you guys, XFS. I don't care what anybody says about you. They're the ones that, like, the soccer mom
We
incident.
actually talked about that yesterday with the Nuwasa guys. Yeah, Casey was like, he was like, that was promoted wrong. He was saying that the story was told wrong.
It was told wrong.
That's exactly what he was saying.
She wasn't a soccer mom. Like, the media dubbed her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she looks like a soccer mom. Yeah. But she totally wasn't. She's not even a mom. She actually, like, She's fought 3 times before me. She's fought Christy Lopez, Laura Salazar, all professional.
Those are 2. Yeah.
Bouts.
She's friends of mine.
Yeah. So like, she wasn't just some chick they picked out of the audience, and she knew about this fight. Maybe I know she was a replacement, but she knew about it maybe like 2 days before the fight.
What was the weight difference?
Honestly, I don't even know what she weighed in at. Okay. But at that point, like, I don't really give a shit.
Whatever, yeah.
I'm like, you fucking give me an opponent, you know, I'll fight anyone. So anyway, that whole shit happened. But I freaking, and everyone's talking shit about Explode, saying that, you know, they like pad fighters' records and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, honestly, Explode, like, there are no other local promotions. Yeah. Where do you expect us to go? And even though like all these people are saying all this shit about them, no matter what, they got you an opponent. Like other promotions that I've been to,
we'll be like, sorry, your opponent dropped out.
Yeah, especially with the commission, you know, hovering. So
that is hardcore.
It is.
I work for an amateur promotion, and we lose so many fighters. Like, I've seen our guys scramble trying to replace fights. That's a tough thing.
It is.
Matchmaking.
Yeah.
No, of course, because you also, you know, everybody has to agree. It's not like they can just be like, okay, you're in.
Yeah.
Like, they could pick you and...
Well, plus you have to have medicals. You have to, like,
right.
all of it. You can't just be like, oh, I'll do it.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Now, is that different because of where it took place?
Yeah, because it was
like,
on the
did she have to pass medicals?
We did some medicals, but it wasn't like, it wasn't commissioned rule. Like, they weren't...
Gotcha.
It, like, I remember doing medicals, though, for them. There was a doctor on site and everything, and, like, do our physicals. But, yeah, it was on the reservation, on the Indian res, so... Yeah, that's why they didn't have to go through a lot of the commission stuff.
Yeah.
But it was like, as an amateur, I pretty much did all my amateur fights with them.
Yeah. And you
like,
went viral.
That
got a lot of views.
You need that cage experience as an amateur. So that's why, like, I freaking love Explode. They were always so good to me.
Too.
They were actually, honestly, my favorite promotion to even go to watch. Because, like, it's like in... some dude's backyard, like in a chicken coop.
Are you serious?
And it was awesome.
Wow.
It was like fucking dogs running around, like tribal security, and like I'd be sitting, like my trunk of my car doesn't ever close, so we would put a cooler of beer back there, and we would just like walk out and just drink in the parking lot and watch the fights. It was just sick. I really liked that whole like almost underground atmosphere, like really raw,
like backyard.
That's interesting.
Backyard fights.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. So.
Do you think it helped to weed out fighters for the pros?
What do you mean?
Okay, because almost anybody can go fight there, right? You could probably be like, hey, I've trained a little bit. I want, give me a chance. I want to show up and fight. And maybe a lot of people that experience it don't keep pressing. Like it's a filtering process.
Yeah, I mean, you're still gonna get the tomato cans no matter what. Like the guys who are like, I can fight, and they'll like fight professionally.
Yeah.
For a couple $100s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, you're still gonna get those guys.
The lady that you fought, do you know if she's still fighting?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at her site for like 2 years, I think. Like I have no clue. I haven't heard of her since then. But
I never even heard her name.
Katie Castro.
Oh, okay.
Katie Castro. I've watched the video so many times. Ilima, the Illuminator. His like voice cracks when he announces me.
Who came up with that name?
Manolo, my head coach.
He's hilarious.
He's amazing. Yeah, he's like the best nickname giver ever. Like
creator.
We couldn't think for the longest time of what my nickname was going to be, and then one day he was just like, Illuminator. Like,
is he Hawaiian too?
No, he's Filipino.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that seems to like.
It's totally
pretty perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now I like fucking had to trademark that shit and like get my domain name for that. Just.
Do you have a logo?
Nobody else does it, and then you have to pay someone.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? Have I seen it? Is it around?
I mean, it's just on my website. It's just the Illuminator with like a flower over the eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it's not that Hawaiian picture of you.
No. That was my logo, but then
I love that.
Yeah, like some people who are like in marketing, they're like, it needs to be like something a little more simple, like something you can put like under a picture or something, something like that. So that totally made sense, and we created it and worked out.
Oh, that's interesting. Are they did you do that as a professional? Or is Bellator having you sit down with like
thing?
marketing people
That's a good-
and talk about your brand? Is that or
So basically my friends have helped me. Okay. Oh, that's like a loaded question. Okay. So Bellator, they basically take care of like my PR, you know, so if people want to interview me or whatever, then like I'll send them to Bellator's PR team. They helped me get like verified on Instagram and Twitter and everything, the little blue check mark, stuff like that. Yeah, and then I haven't had like sit down talks with them, but you know, when I do see them, they'll like have mention like, oh yeah, you know, like what are we gonna brand you as? Are you gonna be like that crazy party girl Hawaiian? You know, are you gonna like focus on, you know, what you studied in college? Like, what do you? And actually, they mainly communicate through my managers.
Okay.
So my management company, Janus Sports, my Matt and Kyle, they're amazing. And so, like, you know, I talk to them on the phone like every other day, pretty much, and we're always talking about these things. And then, as for my website, that was actually one of my teammates' wives. She just wanted to help me with that, so she put it together, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. So. Yeah, I think it's just like it's a bunch of different people kind of like helping me with everything, but as for the website and like trademarking, the Illuminator, all the logo, all that stuff, like was largely all because of my teammate's wife, Shula. Oh. Love you, Shula. Thank you. So yeah, she's like a boss ass bitch. She like runs this company. She's actually from Mexico City. Has a freaking nice ass like penthouse office up there, like
nice.
Yeah,
Fancy.
so she's totally boss, so she's been helping me a lot with that. But as far as like social media and everything, is like mainly me, just being myself, I guess. And Bellator thinks
like
it's
that.
successful, so
Yeah.
People like that though.
Yeah.
People like to be able to.
I think that's what people love about MMA
Yeah.
is how
seeing the different
accessible all of the
personalities
and that you guys are accessible and they can actually interact with you and
I think social media has made that for
Yeah.
a lot of celebrities, or make them feel like they have this closer connection to them. I mean, think about like things like Instagram stories where you can sit there and flip through them and you get to whatever celebrity and you see like, oh, they posted this 5 minutes ago. You kind of, it gives, there's some more
connected,
right?
personal level to
Everybody's
it that
connected.
people probably get. They're like, oh, look. I'm sure there's people out there like, oh, look, Kim Kardashian posted this 5 minutes ago. Like,
Right.
It's like I'm right there with her or something.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know.
But you can
Some shit
also,
like
like
that.
with MMA fighters, which doesn't exist in any other sport, you can go train with your favorite fighter for the most part. And maybe not like at Jackson Winklejohns or something because they keep a separate camp for their pro fighters. But in most instances, at most schools,
It's
you
like
can at least go
Black
take a
House and
class.
stuff. Yeah.
Like you might be able to not take a striking class, but you can go take a grappling class and be in there with your favorite fighter, which
for
is
sure.
really cool.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think that, like, well, in my experience, a lot of the fighters that I've met, super down to earth, and then I've also met like professional athletes in different sports who are like, all right, like my bad, you know. I don't know. I just think like I do think that
You're like, do you
fighters-
know that I can kick your ass,
they're-
Mr. Basketball player?
I think they're a little more down to earth.
Well, do you think that also the sad reality of it is that money changes people, and you're talking about and you're talking about basketball players who make millions and millions of dollars.
I was gonna say, like, I don't wear fucking Rolex, you know. I was like, well, because I can't afford it. But
As we sit here in your mansion,
Yeah, exactly.
This is like a little quaint.
this is awesome.
But yeah, it's true. You can. I mean, I like that. That is a good point. That you
Yeah.
can just kind of go train with.
Yeah, it's super
You
cool.
can find.
Would you like to
if
see?
I could try if I wanted to try really hard, I can take another trip down here to San Diego.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
go, train at
Stay
an academy where someone I like is at.
Where? Wait.
Well,
what?
no, she knows. She
we'll
knows who
talk
it
about it
is.
off air.
Okay.
No, she knows.
Did you meet him on bjjdating.com?
if only. No, he's like this. I'm talking to like my. Who's your UFC crush kind of thing?
Oh.
Yeah, like I
well,
can come
we didn't
down
talk
to here to
about
San
that.
Diego.
Hey, that's a good question.
That's what I'm saying. I can come down to. I can find.
Yours is Dominic Cruz?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's her boyfriend.
What's
yeah.
yours?
Oh, who's my MMA crush? There's so many of them.
Gosh. I have to
She's
think
never
about
had
that.
to really think of it because
Nobody's
she's
ever
the
asked
married
me that.
lady. So.
I know I'm the married lady, but I love all of them. Fuck. I actually had that night that Eddie told me that I'd never find anybody to love me. We went through we went through a list of fighters, and I was like, yes. Well, Lyoto for a long time. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Yeah,
Lyoto's
that's a good
kind of
one.
awesome.
I'm not even gonna lie. If Damien wasn't married, Damien Maya, just a good looking man.
He's got some mojo.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got some mojo.
Yeah.
I like the big boys, like big meatheads.
Big country kind.
Oh no, not that big. Medium big. I like big meatheads. Like, have you ever seen my husband? He's got some like.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tyrone Woodley type of build, like that.
Yeah. I like, when I was single, my friends would be like, "There you go," and I'd be like, "Yeah."
Okay.
Those are one of your people.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones you like.
Who's your fighter crush?
My fighter crush. Okay, girls would be Claudia. Godin.
Ooh,
I think she's
Claudia.
so cute. Claudia.
Claudia.
Sorry. Yeah, I think she's super cute. And then guys, my realistic fighter crush, meaning like I think
Like
that
call
I
me?
have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Call me.
call me.
Yeah.
Actually, I already consider him my boyfriend. AJ Matthews. He's with Bellator.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
and I totally
Well,
like.
clearly she considers Dominic Cruz my boyfriend, so it's fine.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
all
I've
do
said
that.
it
We're all
on
just-
air several times. Yeah.
to the point where was it Rose Gracie
She
was
was like, "Oh, you're dating him?"
actually
And she was like, "I've never met him." Calm
I was
down.
like, I have to remind Donna. I'm like, hey, you're around people that actually know these people,
you said that out loud.
and they might actually believe you, because it's not that far off. Like, it's not like you're saying, "Oh, Brad Pitt's your boyfriend,"
Yeah, like, do you remember? I guess it's not a game, but in the '90s, it was probably on a TV show. They were like, "Oh, who's your celebrity that you get a pass that you'd get to sleep with?"
Oh my God, it was on Friends.
It
I
was
just
on
watched
Friends,
the
yes.
episode. Who's your pass?
But you can't do that, at least in this sport or in Los Angeles. 'Cause
No.
I could actually meet that person.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
you
imagine?
can. Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because if I'm in a
'Cause then you could-
relationship
yeah.
with someone and I'm like, oh yeah, Dominic Cruz, who's right here in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's not
He's
that-
right.
I mean,
here.
he's like,
he's probably like right here, Becky.
he could be.
It's true.
Well, you know what's funny? I watch his his Instagram stories, and he comes up to LA to do a lot of the UFC
Promos.
shows
or,
and
yeah.
the TV shows and stuff like that. And some of them are in Burbank. I live in Burbank, so I see him posting, and he's like, he's in Burbank. I want to be like,
Can I get you on my podcast?
hey, I'm right down the street if you have some time off.
For a long time, Brendan Schaub, but and I'm sorry, and it's not like he's watching this podcast, but he's too much of a bro.
He is
Super
bro.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Super
Like,
bro.
I watched it. Yeah,
Super
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Like, I watched him I listened to him on Joe a lot, and I was like, oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
She's sorry.
Not like he gives a shit, but I was like, sorry, it's okay.
I liked Cowboy for a long time. But
Oh,
He's a good
yeah.
one.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend.
I think he's been with her for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
I think my female crush for some reason is Valentina Shevchenko.
oh, yeah.
There's something
All the
awesome
girls
about the fact that
kind of my crush. Yeah.
she grew up in Peru, speaks fluent Spanish, but her last name's Shevchenko.
Yeah, isn't she from like
Yeah.
Russia? Or
It's
some
not
shit?
Russia. I think it's like one of those near Russia, one of those countries near Russia. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something I love about her. She's like totally looks like
I
like
certainly
she's
didn't
from over
expect
there,
her to win her last fight by
starts talking
submission.
fluent Spanish. Yeah, so I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of all the girls. Like, if you're like, which one? All of them.
But
I'm telling you, if I was gay, I'd be like, yeah. Go, ladies.
I was gonna
You
make-
can
I
only
was totally
date
gonna
fighters.
make a comment, but I'm gonna withhold. I'm gonna withhold a little bit.
Oh yeah, I asked Eddie. I was like, after he gave me that speech about being single
Oh,
forever
yeah.
and shit.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm like, okay, well, what about girl fighters?
Yeah.
Like, what about the lesbians? He's like, oh, they're fine.
Oh, they're fine.
There
They
is
get-
no
they
issue with
pass.
that.
You get all of them.
Pass.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get
okay.
all of them. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So you have.
So I just have
options.
to be a lesbian.
Yeah,
then.
you have
So
options.
That's my only
she's
option.
already proved Eddie wrong. I've proved Eddie wrong. You'll prove Eddie wrong. It's fine.
true.
I'm the one that the girl when the couples break up. It's the girl that leaves the gym, and
She didn't
I
leave.
came right
She
back and I
stayed.
was there.
But did you bring him in?
They came in together.
Oh.
Technically, technically, I was signed up with 10th Planet first. If we're gonna get technical about it,
Technically speaking.
he's the one that got me into it. He's the one that got me to try it. I liked it, signed up, and then he was like, "Oh, maybe it's time for me to get back to training now." And so then he ended up signing up. But he was not with 10th Planet before he changed.
Okay, that's fair.
So technically I was first. But
Right.
anyway, it was all
You'll
still
prove
in the
me
same timeline. So
see.
we'll find something.
BJJdating.com. Man.
There it is.
There you go.
I'm going on
We'll
that
do
shit right
grappling.
after
We'll make
this.
our own grappling.
Grapple and chill.
Grapple and chill. We're gonna grapple and chill
I
after
would
this.
totally endorse that too if you guys do it.
It's only 12:34 in the
Becky's got
morning.
several boyfriends
Yeah.
on YouTube, so you'll probably get 7 or 8. They all hate me, but they love Becky, and so you can have the
You're married, dude.
yeah.
That's why. That's why. There's nothing there for them, so they're just like, fuck it, we're gonna hate on this bitch because she ain't gonna give a shit. Apparently, they think I'm gonna give them some. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So we need to let you go to bed because you have lots of training to do.
12:30.
I just got stairs in the morning. No big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. So thank you so much for letting us come this late and podcast with you.
Yeah.
and
No, seriously, if you
hang out
guys
in
need to
your
take a
house.
nap or like, do you want coffee or something?
No,
No,
we're good.
I'm a night owl.
Okay.
I'm totally fine. Is there anything you want to give all your social media shout outs, sponsors, thank yous, questions,
things like
concerns,
that.
where
Yes.
people can find you for Grapple and Chill? You know.
Find me on Tinder. So basically, what was it? Oh, you guys can follow me on my social media. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is all Illuminator, my nickname.
Yeah.
What else? My sponsors, 86ers brand, TC1 Gel, Healthy Mama Meal Prep. You guys are me. Sorry, I forgot to order food this week, so I've been like fucking scrounging. Like, I actually have to go grocery shopping. It's the first time I've been grocery shopping in like 6 months because I've just been doing Healthy Mama. So, hey, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Aloha in a Poi Company. You guys are amazing.
Oh yeah, let's try. I want to try that stuff.
Yeah, Poi.
She's gonna be beating a bag at EBI.
I'll give Becky some. So yeah, those are my main sponsors, and my management company, Janus Sports. My team, 10 Planet Freaks, 10 Planet San Diego. You guys are amazing, and yeah, like come watch me EBI 12. July 30th at the Orpheum in downtown LA. My teammate Catherine Shen, she won EBI trials. She will actually be competing in
Yeah, she did.
in the actual tournament, whereas I'm going to be doing the combat part.
She's very bendy.
So
She is
bendy.
Very
incredibly
bendy.
The most adorable 18-year-old ever.
So I tried to replicate the move on her the other day that she did
It was
at the.
Did it like blow your knee out?
Yeah.
I was like, don't move. Like, I can't move. I was able to like get in the position, but like, I'm not doing anything from it. Like the way she's like actually working like the neck and stuff. I'm like, okay, so I can kind of reach your head, and I'm in the position. I'm all fucked up in this position. But if I move, if you move, if
there was
anything,
none
my
of
knee's
that.
gone. This whole thing's like I can't
It was
actually
insane.
use the move. I can only position myself there for a picture.
That's why I'm so excited to watch her compete because I'm like,
oh my god.
I feel like the black belt girls are going to be like, what the fuck?
They're gonna be like,
They're
where
not-
is your leg?
Yeah, they're not going to know where her legs came from.
Yeah. I remember the first
Or
time I saw her
arms,
do
even
it.
in some cases, because if she's got her back towards you and you're doing something, she's going to bend backwards in the middle of the
First time I saw her
roll.
compete was at a sub fighter.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? And then, is it Keith? Keith's her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? And he was
He's
like,
just like,
calm down.
"It's
She
okay.
does that all the
It's
time.
okay."
Yeah. He was so
Yeah.
calm about it. And I was like,
Eddie's meme was hilarious. Because he was like, do I need to stop the match? Do I need to stop? Everyone's like,
I remember him, yeah.
Do I need to stop it? We're like, nah, dude, she's fine. It's fucking.
I know everybody
I
from
totally
San Diego was
remember
like,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled with her earlier this year, and there was a point like that. I had her in like a twister side control or something like that. And you know how you like to get that reverse triangle from
she
there?
does it much better than I do.
She
She's
like, I don't know, like it just, you don't even like, you're like, oh, I'm good. Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
Whoa.
She's way more
Where
bendy
the
than me.
fuck did your legs just come from?
All right, on that note, it's
All right.
bedtime. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Peace out, everyone.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you like what you're hearing from us, we'd love it if you went to iTunes and gave us a rating and a review. And don't forget, you can support the podcast directly at patreon.com/MattTherapyLife.